Hi everyone, I'm Any New Province and I just finished up the league with Bin Aggro. It's awesome to have so many 4-powered attackers so early in the game. You can trigger your Woodlurker Mimic in whatever match you want by clicking on the timestamp in the description box down below. While you're down there, if you consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video, I'd seriously appreciate it. It's a great way to let me know you've enjoyed everything and it really encourages me to keep making great Pauper content. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the league. We're on the play for game one, match one of Golgari, and we get to mulligan straight out the gate, I think. Yep. Oh, God. Deck, why, man? Why? What did I do? Yeah, so we can't keep one-landers. I know, Cadoons. I haven't seen inside-out combo at all. Yeah, we're going to 5. I guess. Well, we found a land on top. So there is hope on the horizon, but that was pretty rough. This will help us find another land. Our opponent got to keep 7, so I'm pretty nervous. No scary turn 1 plays for us. Figure we should have been able to find a 2-lander all the way down to 5 there, but... Oh, wow. Well, the thing about Tribe, when the hate's around and you're not Helutech, Tribe is, exceptionally difficult to pilot. Opponent on turn 1, foil Snow-Covered Forest, so they obviously mean, or Snow-Covered Island, they obviously mean business. Yeah, so it's, really great play. Well, I know Green Prinny almost, very consistently plays it in the challenge, but for some reason I feel like I haven't seen their name up in lights very often. Opponent's going to go get second blue source. We're off to such a slow start here that we can't really punish them for it. The best thing that we can do is Grizzly Salvage for our next land drop on their ends, or on our opponent's next end step. Yeah. And then landing a Sultai Scavenger against Snow-Covered Island deck, not too bad. I'd love to run out Lurker here, but if they fetched second island, it's just going to get countered. So if this gets countered and we don't find our land with this, we're going to be in bad shape. Oh yeah, Pappy Pauper, let's see it happen. We're not going to get too much Woodlurker value here, but we might get to resolve a Scavenger next turn, if we're lucky. It's just blue splashing white, hard control type of idea. Opponent's going to keep cantripping. This might be Tribe on Snow-Covered Islands. That'd be kind of funny. We're talking about Tribe talking about Tribe a bunch. Our opponent's on Tribe. And they're F6 tier. All right, well, that was really, really, really bad. We didn't hit another land. This Shambling Shell isn't going to do anything. I think we're going to take Crypt Rats. We're not going to, or should we? Should we dredge? We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana towards our Scavenger. So I'm just going to take this Crypt Rats. We're not going to dredge. We're going to keep looking for a land. Fume Spitter, fabulous. So we're going to go ahead and Sultai Scavenger. It makes our Rhizome Lurcher a lot worse, but this is probably our best play this turn. Hold up. We'll leave Shambling Shell in there because we can dredge it away. Or dredge to try to make our Rhizome Lurcher bigger when it's time to cast that. What's up, Vetbridnir? Not going to play around days. Getting hard countered here is a little bit of punishment, but we can try to follow it up with resolving a Woodlurker next turn and start attacking for 4. Granted, we're on a mull to 5, missing our land drops, so it's a little tough. They were 6-0. They had a record of 6-0. It's like our opponent is wise to our plan. So they must have had red source, Scred in hand. This is not good, guys. We are missing land drops way too much. And our opponent can start countering 2-drops. So running a Fume Spitter here is real bad too. I think we got a main phase grapple to try to hit a land. We can't wait till their end step, and I'm not running this into a Spell Stutter Sprite. A week. Oh my goodness, we didn't hit a land again? Okay. Well, I guess we take Scavenger. Good. How many lands does this deck have? We got a good few creatures to get things started again. We're on a mull to 5 missing land drops against blue-red Delver. It's not a good place to be. But we're gonna play it out. We'll see what happens. They've been playing really cautiously. I'm not super sure of what they're nervous about, but we'll see. They can't spell Stutter Sprite this, and I don't think they have a hard counter, or they probably wouldn't have spent a scred on it. They get a ninja down here. That is savage beats indeed. So here comes ninja. I think. This deck is probably too slow as it is. I kind of fell into my own trap of building a mid-range deck out of something that should probably be a little bit more aggressive. But Crypt Rats is still direct damage. This is still a 1-drop, so I kind of get away with it. I think Barrier of Bones just doesn't... Remember, I said every time we draw this, we're going to wish it was Disfigure. I think Barrier of Bones... yeah, I'm still going to Scavenger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Run it back. Hard counter? No hard counter. They might have another bolt or something. Not so far. Like we don't have 4 mana yet, so not really. But maybe when we get to 4 mana. Opponent's gonna gush, looking for removal for Sultai Scavenger. Oh yeah, the Unseen. Absolutely. Hopefully we can arrange that, but we're missing land drops like crazy. Like I think that's just going to be the story of this game. We're going to have, well, never mind. We're going to have Sultai Scavenger hold down the fort is what I was going to say while to prevent ninja beats, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. We've kind of been jumping through hoops trying to get this to stick. I don't think our opponent's on hard counter. Like I think this was the removal spell they found. They used it on Scavenger. I think they're just holding on to Spell Stutter Sprite. What's up, Necromon? How you doing? We're trying to get in the bin over here. Bin boys. Land? Oh my god. Okay. Deck. Decks being bros out here. Okay, well we're going to play Woodlurker Mimic. This isn't going to be a good Woodlurker Mimic because it's going to be chump blocking a ninja. I'd be surprised if they didn't find a counterspell by now. But maybe they'll just let this go, and then because I think they know we're going to try to trade it off with ninja, and we sort of have to. It would be awesome to let them draw another card, but it brings them closer to another one of their 7 removal spells and hard counters that they can use to stop the rest of this stuff from happening, which is not what we're looking for. Oh yeah, opponent is scred to the head of our Sultai Scavenger on multiple occasions. Why am I only running 2 lands? That's a really good question. We're actually on the 2-land spy backup plan, less known variant of 1-land spy. Popular meme deck actually among Pauper players. We're not gonna scoop, we're gonna fight the good fight. Although I think it's probably kind of reasonable to scoop at this point. Opponent didn't play out Fairy Miscreant, which is peculiar considering. Oh, good. So we'll play Evolving Wilds, pass the turn, planning to Grizzly Salvage on our opponent's end step, at which point we might get to resolve a Rhizome Lurcher. We'll like dredge this. It does dodge most of their removal, so if we can resolve a Rhizome Lurcher, then that's kind of an issue for them. Yeah, we do need a lot of lands, like a lot. Grizzly Salvage basically has to hit an untapped land this turn, and they can't have a hard counter. So we're asking for a lot here. So I'm going to cast Grizzly Salvage before I crack this and everything. 2 cards on bottom with Preordain. So our opponent, maybe they'll ninja back an Aggro here. What's up, E-Hustle? How you been, man? Oh, it's spicy, dude. It's spicy, I'm telling you. We're going to see what we can do. We're currently at 11. Just hit our 3rd land drop back there. That was good. This is the first time I've seen you since I fixed my overlay with your suggestions. All right, let's go. Come on. What did you think about everyone's opinion of Rhizome Lurcher being a great new toy for Golgar or for Tortex? Come on, Grizzly Salvage. Find us that untapped mana we need. Opponent's gonna Spell Stutter. All right. I guess. They know we've been digging for lands. We'll get Black Source for Crypt Rats, but I don't think Crypt Rats X1 is going to buy us out of this one. Untap land? Maybe? No. Grapple with the past. Well, this probably isn't the best position to be in. So we saw Dispel main deck. Like they could have a Dispel here, and then this like strictly worse than Disfigure is gonna get just completely nuked. Like Pulse back Evolving Wilds. We're just super dead. Cool, no worries, man. Sweet, sounds good. What's up, Dizza Storm? All right, so we're going to try to kill this Ninja of the Deep Hours because the game's just over if it doesn't die. Granted, like, I don't really know what the point would be. I think we're actually going to grapple. Try to hit a land. We hit a land, untap land. I guess that doesn't change a lot of our options, but we'll take this swamp. Okay, we'll play the swamp. If we can get a good Crypt Rats turn off, I don't know, maybe we can be okay. So we'll try to run out Fume Spitter here and pass the turn. Because, you know, Rhizome Lurcher is going to be huge, so we got to try that out. Opponent's going to Brainstorm. You got it. I guess Pulse for Fume Spitter isn't the end of the universe. It kind of is, but I wonder if they've had another one of their removal spells. We've seen 3 so far, 2 of which hit this one Sultai Scavenger. All right, opponent, how you gonna Skrelv? Removal Skrelv on the Fume Spitter. Opponent is way above removing a Fume Spitter here. I hope they tap out of like most of their counter magic. That would be ideal. Wow, okay. Well, apparently they want to give us a chance. Sure. Opponent's going to go to attacks. That might be the way to go, actually. I think we have to kill this because they can Spell Stutter Rats if we don't. So let's go to blocks. Block like this. If they get Spell Stutter back here, it doesn't really matter because they can't cast it and counter our rats. Oh, we got them. Okay. They are holding a Spell Stutter Sprite. It's true. So we go to 9. I think we still just want more lands. Like if we get another untapped Black Source, I think we have 4 left in our deck. Rhizome Lurcher will keep getting bigger. I think if we're going to dredge, it's going to be next turn. So I'm not going to dredge. Woodlurker Mimic. Okay, that doesn't really matter. So we're going to run out Crypt Rats. And I don't really want to take any chances here. Yeah, oh yeah, if they flip, we lose. So we pretty much have to do it now. And they are going to get to draw another card off this Ninja. But I'm going to go to ends. I'm going to go to their upkeep before I do it. Yeah. So with the Delver, triggers on the stack. All right. So we will activate Crypt Rats, X1. Deal some damage, kill some stuff. And pass the turn. They have gotten a lot of damage in with this Ninja. Like, way too much. They've drawn way too many cards off this Ninja. Ninja picking up Aggro would be really bad here, too. And any hard counter really blows us out here. I think, like, we pretty much lose if our opponent has hard counter. Yeah, let's dredge this time. See how big the Rhizome Lurcher can get. 2 untap lands on top. So kind of maximum punishment on that one. See if they found the hard counter. Got a lot of creatures in the bin. All right, we're dead. I think we were too lucky to not have them find that earlier. But yeah, we're getting spreaded out. Opponent might have a bolt off this one, and that'll be game. I hope they bring in their Graveyard Hate. I don't think Graveyard Hate is actually that good against us. I only have 3 of these bad boys. We basically have to aggro them out if we're going to do anything. All right, so that's good. We're dead. Basically. We could do some like pulse dancing and stuff like that, but I'm not. We're at 2. Our opponent has a jillion untapped mana and 5 cards in hand. That's not how we're doing it. So Thorn comes out because they're very evasive. Some instant speed removal for those ninjas to come in. We definitely want to keep the Crypt Rats, Fume Spitters, and stuff like that. Consume Strength will come out. Maybe Mephitic Vapors is worth considering, but I don't really know. The pulses probably aren't that important. Mephitic Vapors could be pretty good. So I'm going to bring in Mephitic Vapors. Let's try it out, guys. Let's see how Mephitic Vapors does. Have a quick look. I guess Consume Strength might be better than like some random creature that's not going to do anything. But maybe I'll keep this over this Mephitic Vapors. It'll like sneak something through an Augur they weren't expecting. Or a couple of Augurs they weren't expecting. But I think Vapors is better in this matchup, so we'll keep that. And go this way. Let's actually find keepable hands, not mulligan to 5. Well, we can, this'll work. This'll play. So we'll keep. I like having a 4/4 attacker down early, and I like having an answer to Ninja in hand, and Grapple is going to help us find our land drops, so that's good. All right, our opponent's turn to mulligan. And I guess we'll lead on black mana. Pass turn. There's kind of a harsh compromise like on not fitting Disfigures in. I think at some point I had myself convinced that I should have Fume Spitters over Disfigures, and I think that might have been the wrong choice, but we'll find out. 2 cards on top with Preordain. So I'm imagining they kept some number of removal spells. Luckily, Putrid Leech survives the first Lightning Bolt, which is good. Building up to a pretty decent Crypt Rats here, too. Opponent's going to pass. Yep. That's interesting. So let's play a land, go to combat, attack with Putrid Leech. We're not going to pump because they're representing Lightning Bolt. So we'll deal 2. Woodlurker Mimic to get that Shambling Shell value next turn. And pass. If they want to kill this, they can. This is a 3-powered attacker all the time. So, despite it costing less and being a little less mana efficient, pretty confident it was the right play. I also think not pumping this was the right play. So I'm just going to pat myself on the back a bunch, guys. Don't mind me. So the question is, does our opponent have another Lightning Bolt? And why does it matter? Grapple puts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're 1 short on Gurmag Angler if we grapple. So I'm going to attack here. I am going to pump. If they want to bolt it, then that means we might get to resolve a Gurmag Angler. If they have bolt and counterspell, which is definitely a combination of cards they could have in their hand, then we might be in trouble. So we'll see if it comes down here. Sure. All right, so down goes Putrid Leech. We lose 2 life for our trouble. And we will grapple with the past. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're still short. It is what it is. We got the Shambling Shell in there to help us out. We didn't hit a land, which is definitely the nightmare scenario. But we'll get back Putrid Leech. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, okay, that's good. So we're not going to return, actually. And we're going to try to Gangler. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. Hopefully they don't have a hard counter. That would just be so bad. Oh my god. Okay, sure. What's up, Pauper Tim? Man, I was trying super hard on that one. Wow. All right, your opponents have it occasionally, always, so that's okay. We draw another angler, pretty far off of that for now. So let's try to cast a Shambling Shell. We're almost okay with this getting countered because it enables our Gurmag Angler next turn, but for now it attacks for 3, so that's pretty sweet. Our opponent gonna flash in Stutters, so they're on the play a ninja plan this turn, which I'm actually kind of okay with. They're just gonna scred it, sure. I'm not sure why. So if they ninja, we'll have the opportunity to resolve a Gurmag Angler, or even just kill the ninja. It's probably better. Yeah, it's probably better. 2 cards in our opponent's hand. So they're going to go up to 3 cards here. We're going to get to kill the ninja. This does what? Dredge 3? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll have to hit a... We can't hit a land because we're going to be dredging. So... But, man. So I have to kill this ninja next turn instead of playing an angler. Our opponent has Spell Stutter Sprite in hand. I think we dredge anyway. We would have resolved one that was like an 8/8 if it resolved. So dredge puts us up to 1, 2, 3, 4. This will put us up to 5. And then we only have 6 mana. So we're 1 mana short on angler. A 0/0. Yeah, so I'm a little remiss to be dredging here. They can't spell Stutter this turn. That's right. They might have Dispel for this Doomblade, though. That would be the true Havenits. So we're going to keep looking for land drops. Fume Spitter's good. That's something we can commit to the board here. So in the interest of... I don't know. If they have Dispel, they have Dispel. I can't counter Fume Spitter anyway. So we'll try to kill Ninja. I really hope it dies. Play Fume Spitter and pass the turn. Next turn we'll dredge and try to play an angler. 0 resolved lurchers so far. I'm just gonna try to... Okay, never mind. I was gonna try to fix my microphone because I kept bumping it, but the fixing it resulted in more bumping it, and it's obviously an issue. I don't think they would either. All right, so our opponent's gonna leave up hard counter magic for us by the looks. Go to combat, get in with Fume Spitter. Spell Stutter, 2 unknowns in our opponent's hand. And we're going to go all in for it. Hopefully our opponent can't punish us for tapping out. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think we're thoroughly on the Gurm Daddy plan if we're going to be doing that. Our opponent could just have Scred, though. It's one of the reasons why Scred's so good. Yeah. All right, our turn. Another Fume Spitter. Not ideal, but it is a spell. So we'll cast Shambling Shell, go to combat, and attack with Fume Spitter. Opponent gonna scred the Fume Spitter. Okay. I think they're gonna go Spell Stutter Spray at end of turn and then Ninja next turn. Most likely. Yeah. Here it comes. So that was going to be their issue. They want to get another ninja down. We're also losing the hitting our land drops race pretty good here too. Additional ninjas. They had a crazy first couple turns. This first counterspell and this first scred were just so backbreaking. But that's why they play those cards. Here comes Miscreant. So our opponent is up to countering 2 drops now. Another Angler. 1, 2, 3. I guess we can get up to Angler mana. Which is not nothing. So let's go to combat. Because we can sack this. Play this, kill the fairy. Play Angler, I think is what the play is here. Oh man, well welcome. Welcome Mobile Nasty. Attack with the Shambling Shell. Opponent's gonna block. Okay, you got it. So that's just going to allow us to raw dog out Mr. Angler here. They could just have more Screds in hand, but that's a universe I have to live in. So I will. Essence Scatter? Imagine. Why do I only have 12 minutes? Like, when did I tank for so long? Did I just, like, black out for a few minutes back there? Did I have a really long turn? Spell Stutter Sprite is the spell in our opponent's hand. So we're going to have an opportunity to do some stuff if we play a little bit better. Okay. So... I feel like I have to start attacking them for 5, but I feel like letting this ninja attack is just really bad news. So I'm going to run out the Crypt Rats while I've got a chance. I guess I could draw removal for it next turn. No, I'm going to run it out. Because next turn, it's a pretty decent play. So we'll pass. Unfortunately. I think so. I would definitely not mind a +1/+1 on Angler. But I don't have that option right now. See what our opponent found off the Relic. It's a Delver, okay. That's kind of a weird play. So Spell Stutter Sprite unknown in our opponent's hand. Ooh, that's interesting. So let's try to run a Fume Spitter and see if our opponent takes the bait. They're going to take the bait. Okay. You got it. So we will Crypt Rats X2, Wrath the board. They could have a Bolt for our Angler. Oh my god. The savagery. Attack for 5 and pass. I found a Delver. Okay. So we will Mephitic Vapors, kill Delver, Surveil 2, put on top, go to combat, attack with Gurmfather. That did change our clock by an entire turn, so that's probably kind of bad. I think they would have blocked. Almost for sure. They ponder. They're going to look for their Screds. We don't really have any way to defend this from Scred now, so... And I'm perfectly happy drawing into Doomblade. Oh, they didn't shuffle. Uh-oh. Oh, they found Gush. Oh, come on. Oh, it's too close for our opponent to be gushing here. Yep. So we're going to draw Doomblade. We will Doomblade Delver. Hopefully it resolves. Go to combat, attack for 5. And we'll see what they play here. If they don't play a creature that Fume Spitter will deal with, like if they play a Delver, then I won't shuffle. If they play anything else... Okay, so comes back to our turn. We'll play Fume Spitter to try to prevent them from chump blocking with Fairy. I'm going to play Spell Stutter Sprite. Yep. We'll go to combat, attack with Angler. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's true. That is absolutely true, Pauper Tim. I don't know, man. So we will Get back Fume Spitter here. Oh, they could have Spell Starter Sprite, but we're gonna get back Fume Spitter. We're gonna go for the win. Play Fume Spitter. Do you have the Spell Stutter? That would be like massive beatings. Kill Fairy Miscreant. Go to combat. Swing with Angler. Got him. Took down Scred Delver. Echoing True. Oh my god, an F6. Oh, the F6 punishment. Oh my god, no. No. Oh, somebody punt me. That is brutal. That is abso-friggin-lutely brutal, guys. Ah! Oh, the F6 punishment. It hurts so bad. This is why I chronically turn off auto yields. Oh, the friggin' F6 punishment. Oh yeah, no, they do. They deserve to have a gig. Have a little gig about it. I'm so mad. They need to draw answers for both. No cards in our opponent's hand. Oh, Brainstorm. Pretty good. They get the best of their top 3 cards. F6 can certainly be your worst enemy. There's Augur, might find them a removal spell. Oh, back from the brink. Come on, no bolt, no bolt, no bolt. Oh, they whiffed. Okay, so we won. But our opponent knows that we're prone to F6ing incorrectly. Oh, that was stressful. Okay, we only have 10 minutes. I gotta play fast. And apparently I have to focus a lot more. Thank you for the punt, everyone. I needed that one. We still won. So despite the few like punting that happened there. Also, we've been a channel for a year and the punt count's only 45. Pretty decent. Pretty decent punt count, honestly, gang. Yeah, deck just still being a friend today, which is nice. This is really slow, but I'll keep. And Mephitic Vapors, I guess we have the 3 mana to cast it. I'm actually going to keep that on top. Yep. Opponent plays Mountain. We'll play Evolving Wilds. We don't want too many more lands after this. Should be 2 what? 2 punts? There's only like 1 punt. I think the Spell Stutter stack interaction, I don't know if that's a full-on punt. Maybe it was. I'll leave that punt up to your guys' discretion. Putrid Leech. Okay, so we're going slowly into this. Probably too slowly to beat these guys. Playing our sacrifice land so that we can try to hit our Rhizome Lurcher. Or sorry, oh yeah. Hit Gurmag Anglers and stuff. We draw into them. We'll see if we can. Our opponent might have an early Ninja. That's kind of a beating. But it'll let us resolve our Woodlurker Mimic next turn. Alright, well, we have to draw Doomblade pretty much off the top of our deck here. Let's go ahead and sack, get a forest. Pass turn. Yeah. Definitely need several untapped lands. Well, these Putrid Leeches are going to make it difficult for our opponent to attack for the next couple of minutes. But so we'll play this one out. Play a land. And next turn, if our opponent commits pretty much any number of 1/1s, we're going to Mephitic Vapors. But we'll see what they decide to do. I'm going to Ponder. The Putrid Leeches can hold it down. For the moment. They don't shuffle, so they probably found a removal spell they want to use in response to the Putrid Leech trigger. No attacks, okay. Alright, well, we are going to play out our... I think going for an untap land here is just like too risky. We'll keep playing out Putrid Leeches. I'm not going to attack with this one because they could just have a removal spell. And we want to take as few risks as possible. So we're going to do this. Opponent ponders. Oh yeah, 7 minutes. They don't shuffle, so I'm assuming, yeah, maybe they're a little landlocked. Gets in. Are we going to expect additional ninjas? No additional ninjas. We just take one. Okay. So they are leaving up their removal spells. There's grapple. All right, so I think I will attack with one here. Yeah. Pump. Maybe our opponent's on the aggro plan. All right, they're going to bolt in response to the pump. Nothing we can do about that. Right? Yeah. All right, sure. Putrid Leech down. And now we should be safe to play out our potential 4/5 Woodlurker. And we'll pass. There's Brainstorm. Ooh, Brainstorm fetch. Pretty good. We're just going to kill ourselves with these Putrid Leeches. A fitting end. Opponent Brainstorm shuffles. 4 cards in hand, about to go up to 5. See what they want to do. Bunch of cantrips. Bunch of cantrips. Mm-hmm. And no attacks. That's good. That's good news. All right, so we draw Golgari Rot Farm. Still pretty slow land. We're going to try to play out another Putrid Leech here. Because it already pumps our Woodlurker Mimic, which is kind of what we're looking for. Our opponent might have found their Spell Stutter Sprites. What's up, Ankylosaurus? Unfortunately, I didn't... Oh, did they really? How did it make out? Did it do well? There's Spell Stutter. Yep, you got it. And we'll play Golgari Rot Farm, pick up a land. Opponent tanking, pretty good. Kind of wish we had like a couple more creatures in the bin for this Rhizome Lurcher. We gotta hope they don't have another ninja coming next turn. Opponent having a good think over there. Pick this up. Go to combat. Attack for 4. I guess Skred can kill this through the pump ability, so that's kind of problematic. That'll let them start getting in with their ninja again. But I don't think we can play scared anymore. The next couple of turns are going to be good. Yeah, I think so too. Opponent's going to chump. Yep. Glad to see this being the one that chumps. And we'll pass. 6 minutes and a little bit on the clock. 6 minutes and a pinch. Opponent's going to Skred that X4. You got it. Turn goes back to our opponent. Yep. Fetches. I think we should probably see a Gush coming here. That would be pretty sweet. But it's like, it only combos with this. I guess it combos with Rhizome Lurcher as well. Ooh, I think they anticipated the potential of a Rhizome Lurcher. I'm just going to get us to exile. Here comes Miscreant. Yep. So it's going to come down as a 2/2, which sucks, but it does block Ninja. We could like grapple with it on the stack though. That'd be pretty cool. Or Grizzly Salvage with it on the stack. I think this turn I'm going to try to grapple with the past and see if they crack their relic because of it. Oh, they might have Spell Stutter in hand. But then if they Spell Stutter, I get to Mephitic Vapors, so it's not that bad. Not really. We had 5 hits post board. And it was only in the sideboard. Our opponent's going to let it go. All right. So we'll get back Putrid Leech. And try to cast a Putrid Leech. We want to know if this is going to resolve. Because if it does, I might attack. 5 minutes on the clock. I don't know if I ever resolved it. So opponent is going to crack with Putrid Leech on the stack. You got it. Drawing a card, looking for counter magic. They found hard counter. Okay, sure. Pass turn. So next turn, we're lurching. Pretty much no matter what. There's Augur. Oh, don't find another hard counter. Unmatched Savagery incoming. Well, that kills our Putrid Leech. So they're going to get to draw another card. But we're going to play another huge threat. So that's decent. Yep, 5 snow permanents. You got it. More creatures for the creature god. Opponent, gonna attack. Yep, we take 3 down to 12. Opponent has Evolving Wilds. Okay. Turn comes back. There's another Lurcher. Okay. So let's try to Grizzly Salvage. See what happens. We'll take Sultai Scavenger and run out Rhizome Lurcher. It's a pretty big Lurcher, I'll tell you. We're in the business of casting massive creatures. Oh, good. Okay, no problem. Just makes the next one bigger. So I think they're just going to have everything from here on in. We could expect. 1 card in our opponent's hand. They're going to go up to 2 and then 3 off of Ninja. And they're going to deal quite a bit of damage in the process. Yep. Yep. And what do you got? Augur. Ugh. Okay. Big oofs. Big oofs, everyone. Finds a lightning bolt, which isn't a huge deal. I guess it kills a scavenger, which kind of sucks. And they're just going to hard cast Ninja. Okay. You got it. So we are going to... this gives us more blockers. Dredge, nothing in our graveyard that really matters. So we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4. Play a massive Rhizome Lurcher. That's a big boy. And then we're going to play Sultai Scavenger, Dredge, or Delve. And pass the turn. So we got a 7/7 now. And our opponent has to bolt main phase. It's going pretty bad. Our opponent just Echoing Truth to Rhizome Lurcher. And they get a pretty good attack in, too. I think, are we dead? Not just dead, but pretty close. We won a game against Skred Delver after punting a couple of times, but now we're dead. Let's get a Fume Spitter and a Gurmag Angler. If I draw nothing but lands, I'll play a Gurmag Angler someday. We have 8 cards that help us cast Gurmag Angler early. We have Fume Spitter to start things off. Maybe remove something that matters. I think I'm actually going to keep this. I've been having such bad mana issues all night. I know that's like results-oriented thinking, right? Our ideal opening hand would be like more aggressive, I guess. I'm just never going to draw lands and be fine. A 4-mana vanilla creature that's a 2/2. Really bad. I think that's kind of one of his problems. What do you guys think? I think we gotta skew a little bit more aggressive than this, but I've seen 6s that look a lot worse than this. I think I'm actually going to keep. Let's see what happens. This is one of the best cards in our deck. Oh, God. Come on. Sure. Okay, so play a land, play Fume Spitter, pass the turn. Yep. Angler was probably the worst draw in our deck there. Pulse, pretty bad too. Go to combat, attack the Fume Spitter. And pass. We got some pretty good turn 2s. Not very many good turn 1s. Opponent's going to play a blocker. We'll sack this. We're going to get more black mana. We might actually have to kill our opponent with Crypt Rats and Pulse of Marasas and weird stuff like that. So black mana going to be important. So far, our opponent sweet. So far, our opponent thinks we're on mono black Fume Spitter. I'm inclined to keep them along that track, but I'm gonna play Forest, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana towards Gurmag Angler. So I mean, we're getting there. Next turn we can go real next level. Pulse back Evolving Wilds on end step, and then if we do that, can we play Angler? Like, is that going to be okay? That's what I'm thinking, Terry. I'm with you on that. So like, Pulse back Evolving Wilds, crack Evolving Wilds, crack Fume Spitter. We still don't. I guess our opponent hasn't found Tron yet, so we got that going for us. We draw. This is pretty funny, honestly. That might have been anyway. That might have been it. Last turn. So we do need additional cards in our graveyard. I guess I kind of want to save this for one of these. So it wouldn't really do anything. All right, so we'll play a land. No cards to enable this just yet. I think we're just going to go on the Angler plan. So we'll put a counter on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you mean the mono Gurmfather draw? We've sufficiently played around our opponent's potential Flame Slash, block with Seagate Oracle Flame Slash line, so I'm pretty happy about that. It was some tight play, I think, on our part. They sack Expedition Map, so Tron incumbent, for sure. Urza's Power Plant. Good 66% of the way. We did it, guys. Good 66% of the way there. So we'll play Woodlurker Mimic for that consume strength value in the future. And then we'll attack with Gurmag Angler. Hardcore MTG, it is a cool deck. It is a cool deck, but cool doesn't always get you there. I do enjoy it. I do have a fun time with it. Opponent giving Woodlurker a pretty good read here. We've given them way more time than you should give a Tron deck. All right, guys, we drew our consume strength, so it's time for us to consider what things are better than how Disfigure is better than consume strength and why. As our opponent tutors for an Electrickery with Teachings, we're about to find out. Oh my goodness, we're gonna get the full value consume strength. Let's go. Our opponent casts a Prophetic Prism. Yep. And we are absolutely going to be waiting for them to fire off this Electrickery. Sure, okay. Consume strength. So give Woodlurker Mimic +2/+2. Give Seagate Oracle -2/-2. Pump Woodlurker Mimic. Kill Seagate Oracle. Got him. And we'll see what this is. Flame Slash for Angler? Yeah. All right. Our opponent had the plays. What's up, Tuno? How you doing? All right, so what's the line here? Shambling Shell, attack for 4, and then get on the Dredge Gurmfather plan next turn. Or just cast another Gurmag Angler. I guess we can attack for 5 if we place a Shambling Shell. I think so. So we'll place Shambling Shell, hoping it doesn't get countered. And go to combat, we'll swing. And I guess we'll pump now. Get him for 5. Get out of Electrickery range. Yep. Yeah, and we can pulse back the other Angler. Correctamundo. Opponent finally has Tron assembled, so here comes the danger draws. Well, just a Drifter. It's not the end of the universe. We're going to try to cast us a couple of Gurm Daddies. So we'll pulse back Gurmag Angler while our opponent doesn't have much mana to interact. It's my favorite combo in the deck, but it's also Shambling Shell and Woodlurker Mimic. We finally did it, gang. We finally assembled Gurmag Tron. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Shambling Shell. Pump Woodlurker. Go to combat. Attack with Woodlurker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we're going to have to eat our whole bin here. Get in for 6. Put our opponent to 5. They choose not to do anything. I think they're going to counter this Gurmag Angler. So 1, 2, 3. Eat some bin. Gurmfather. Pass the turn. What could they have in their hand? Why didn't they play anything there? That was weird. Maybe they can just like Rolling Thunder us to death here. Just out of nowhere. Yep, Prophetic Prism comes down. And Dinrova time. You got it. What will you bounce? The Woodlurker Mimic. All right, so we'll pitch that. These are just 5/5s, so. Yep. We'll Dredge Shambling Shell. And cast Shambling Shell so that this trades with both of their creatures if they're so inclined to block it. Go to combat. Attack with Gurmfather. They're going to chump. They're going to block. Okay. So we'll sack. Put a counter here. Kill both their creatures. They could be on the Pulse Dinrova plan, which is obviously not great, but no other way we're going to win. All right, pass turn. Our opponent did not pulse. That's good news. That is news. Bajuka Bog, that's trouble. Oh no, it's Mortuary Mire. Okay, so Dinrova Horror goes to the top. So that was their plan. They cantrip into Dinrova Horror. And they're going to bounce our Gurmfather. Just Tron things. And yeah, see what happens here. So we'll dredge. Don't hit anything in our bin that really matters. But we're going to do the same plan. So run out Gurmangler. Dredging Pulse. We'll hold on to Shambling Shell so that they have to Dinrova Horror multiple times to... Oh, Gurm Daddy? Well, he's like a little more distinguished than that, you know? See what our opponent teachings for. Ghostly Flicker. Fabulous. Do you have a Mnemonic Wall? No, they got a Multrifter, though. That'll find a Mnemonic Wall pretty good. Yep. The boys flick. They're a little tight on mana here, but nothing too serious. And at this point, I almost think we probably should have started drawing for Crypt Rats. Oh, Bajuka Bog, huh? That's trouble. We're definitely drawing for Crypt Rats now. What do we find? Land. They don't have a wall yet. I'm not giving up. If they counter this, we're probably dead. An Alchemy in response. And Rolling Thunder hits the bin. Interesting. Mnemonic Wall, yep. All right. Do we have a way to beat Mnemonic Wall, Ghostly Flicker Loop on Dinrova Horror? I don't think we do. I'm going to have a look at the top of my deck and see how I feel about it, but I don't think we do. We got to keep a not mono land Gurmag Angler hand. Yep. Opponent begins Stone Raining. Yeah, I think we just lose. All right. So anything we can play over the next couple turns, they're just going to bounce with their Gurmag Anglers and all that nonsense. You guys know the deal. So I don't have a lot of Tron hate because we're just like straight up bad against Tron. It's like kind of a mid-range deck. You guys get it. So we're going to bring in another Thorn, and that's pretty much it. We could like use Duresses to try to disrupt them a little bit, but we're just too slow. So yeah, we got to hope we draw our aggro draw and kill them like that. Let's do it. I don't know. Grizzly Salvage might help. So I think I am going to hold on to this. We'll Grizzly Salvage turn 2. And that'll hopefully help us find a 2-drop that matters. Unless we just find one off top. Rhizome Lurchers might help. They're pretty bad against Nova Horror. Thank you, Hardcore MTG. I appreciate it. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Nah, it doesn't happen. There's no such thing. Yeah. Let's get him. Yep. Painted Bluffs, Expedition Map. Not a bad start for our opponent. No 2-drop for us, but we will play on tap land, hoping to Grizzly. We might as well do it now because they could leave up Condescend and just really kind of mess up our day. So we're going to Grizzly Salvage now. And Shambling Shell, while not great, is a threat that we can play next turn. So we'll do that, and we'll start dredging to try to make these Rhizome Lurchers better. It's a 3-1. We have Grapple with the Past for a little bit of card selection out of the bin, too. So we'll dredge, play a Forest, and Shambling Shell. Bastard. This is still a 2-2. P.S. Our opponent finds Majuka Bog. Okay. You got it. And Sax Map. Yep. Consuming deck. What deck is that? I don't think I've ever heard of it. So we'll go to combat, attack with Shamble Shell. We're going to play our tap land here. Do not want to draw any more lands, but we are comfortable attacking with 3/1s for a second. Because they attack for 6, and our opponent is deep on the moles. I'm going to evoke a Muldrifter. Okay. Yep. We got our opponent on a 3-turn clock. I don't think like trying to make these any better is going to help. And we can dig for another one of these or one of our 2-drops with our grapple next turn. All right, we're going to get black mana. Like I said, we might have to win with Crypt Rats. We draw Crypt Rats. So I don't think it's time to play Crypt Rats now. I don't think we want them to know that's coming. So let's grapple with the past. We want to make sure any mana we get is black. Although it is tempting to just cast a Scavenger here. Which is what I think I'll do. So these Rhizome Lurchers just progressively getting a little bit worse, but we'll see what happens. So play a land, go to combat, attack for 6. Yeah, that could be cool with like Rite of Consumption or something. It's kind of the same as some of the other threats they've been using. So we'll Sultai Scavenger, pay 3, get rid of everything but the creature, and pass turn. And they're almost to Tron. 5 mana. I'm going to hard cast the Muldrifter. Yep. All right. These attack for way too much to sacrifice. All right. So let's go to combat and attack. Some of our creatures might go to the bin in this exchange, and we'll want to play a 4/4 about it. And our block's Shambling Shell. 1, 2, 3. Deal 7, put them to 5. I think it's... they might be able to pulse it back. So I am going to do this. It's more creatures in the bin for our Rhizome Lurcher too. So we'll put our opponent down to 5, and then let's Grizzly Salvage. We might want to run out Crypt Rats here just to have it on the battlefield. Ooh. Oh, so many tempting things. I actually think I'm going to cast Woodlurker Mimic because it has a higher chance of being a huge threat next turn when we cast our Rhizome Lurcher. So I'm going to get Woodlurker Mimic, cast Woodlurker Mimic, and pass. And our opponent has Tron now, if they so choose to use it. But I can feel the blowouts coming. I can feel the somehow losing about to happen. So they are on Tron. Here comes Denrova Horror. Okay. Yep. Targeting Sultai Scavenger. Okay. That is going to make this a lot more difficult. Okay. So we'll pitch Sultai Scavenger. And our turn comes back. Yeah. Why not? One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. We resolve a Rhizome Lurcher. Here comes, guys. Here comes. Big ol' Rhizome Lurchers. Our opponent probably has Ghostly Flicker in hand. And we'll go to combat. We will swing and swing. If our opponent blocks like this, it's no big deal. We'll put another counter on this bad boy. They're going to block and block. Okay. So put a counter on this. And pass turn. Hope our opponent continues to not have it. They're on the mold of 5. They got a lot of mana. 7 cards in hand. We have 2 lethal threats. It's about as much as you can ask for. See if we can do it. Do they find a way out? Muldrifter. That will help them find a way out. What's up, Meatballs? How you doing? Yep. Gain some life. Trample would be like way better here. Just like any amount of trample would be great. Yeah, I'm okay just playing 3/1s for a second. Turn comes back. Can't cast 2 of those, so I think I will cast another Rhizome Lurcher. It's a big threat. Make both of our threats lethal, so our opponent has to block. They might have Ghostly Flicker here. That's kind of a blowout. A 7/7 and a 9/9 Rhizome Lurcher on board. Block some blocks. Do you have Ghostly Flicker? Oh my god, why? Yep. Sure. Erstwhile Troopers do have trample. Yep, we do nothing. And pass turn. Do you have Mnemonic Wall? There's Mnemonic Wall. All right, so that's pretty much game. They can do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, so they can get rid of both of our creatures. We'll discard, and yeah. The slow descent into them killing us begins. Thank you very much, Vepridnir. Hopefully we get him in the next match. You find like a somehow good matchup. Man, this deck could use some like cards that aren't really bad cards. Yep. One Ghostly Flicker on deck for our opponent. They're gonna cash it in here now. Yep. No, not really. Man, like if we almost had them dead. We were 1 turn away from killing them. So, you know, it was I think it was a fair shot about it. All right, so we'll grapple with the past. We have to hit a lot of land drops to be able to win here, but they can just start disrupting our mana base now. So actually, I think we're pretty much just dead. Look at Jungle Hollow. Play Jungle Hollow. Our opponent's playing really fast, too. Rancor could be cool with a way to like recur it from the bin. I'd be into that. And why not? Play Mimic. Pass turn. Eight cards in our opponent's hand. Yep. Goes to combat. We'll take it. Down to 10. You just gotta kill them. There's no reason to like hate this deck. Have you guys ever played an aggressive deck against Tron? Or even like a somewhat decent combo deck? It's really not that bad. Yep. Well, I think we all know where this is headed. All right, we're on the play. Let's get an aggressive start. Ugh. Well, Grapple with the Past will help us find our green or our black mana eventually. This is another issue with a green-black deck. So I am going to keep this. Grapple's pretty okay. We'll see what our opponent does. And pass turn. That was a pretty good deck anyway, though. Like, people are still playing Blue-Red Control. I guess they're not, like, super successful with it. Janice Stone is, I suppose. We found our black mana. All right, Putrid Leech. Doesn't die to Disfigure, but it does die to everything else. Oh my goodness. Therefore, you're playing Familiars. I think the interesting idea behind like a recursion engine, I think, in a shell like this especially, is that like, I think aggressive starts are how you actually win the game. And so it makes it a little more difficult to kind of like justify them, I guess. All right, so our opponent's going to let us hit them for 4, which isn't a big deal because the Gary, who is distinctly not the Germfather, but they're victim of Knights and Doomblades don't do anything. Yep, which is nice. A little consolation prize. And our turn again. We'll go to combat and attack. Grisly Salvage is a good draw. But I think we're going to grapple. Goes to blocks. Going to take 8 here. I'm going to double block a Putrid Leech. Okay. So we will... maybe the 2/2 is more important. No, this has more devotion and everything. So we'll arrange blockers like this. Pump. And... we have X ones as well. Okay. Well, this is all right. And pump. So we're going to kill both of our opponent's creatures. We're going to get in for some damage. Pretty good even life totals here. Yep, so those will die. Turn off the auto yields real quick. All right, and we're going to grapple with the past. And I'm going to take an Evolving Wilds here. I think, right? So if I take Evolving Wilds... yeah, okay. We still don't have enough mana to cast Angler. But, mid our line drop. And we put more value into the bin. So we'll Rhizome Lurcher next turn. It's just a 4/4. Nothing too serious, but Affinity wins with 4/4s all the time. So what's up, Capt Cathis? I am. Yeah, I like how it plays. It's just not very good. Yeah, Surveil is cool. Like, being able to fit some Surveil cards in would be neat. Maybe I should have fit Surveil in as opposed to these guys, I guess. Like, just a little bit better card selection that way. Our opponent's going to be coming with the Edicts like crazy next game. So let's see what they do. They might just play another blocker here. Chainer's Edicts, okay. Let's not pay life unnecessarily. I'm happier to see that now than when we have Lurcher on the battlefield, I guess, but... so 1, 2, 3 in the bin. Part of me kind of wants to just like Grizzly Salvage and Angler here. Just a higher chance to have more stuff in the bin. Yeah, let's take another Rhizome Lurcher. The jig is up. Our opponent knows about our Rhizome Lurchers now. So let's play an Angler. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna have to eat a creature. Oh no, we're not. Grizzly Salvage. And now our Lurchers are coming down as pretty huge threats. So let's just keep playing massive creatures and hope our opponent doesn't find enough edicts to kill them. Although they may. This is mono black control. The Storm Counterspell is legal? Which one's that? Man, shouts out to everybody who survived. Yeah, Bajuka Bog would be a beating. Shouts out to everybody who survived. Oh god, that kind of sucks. Has Death Touch, I guess. I guess they're hoping to just like kill our creatures every turn. When, I mean, that'll get it done. Yep. So we'll go to combat. Trade Angler with Thorn. Make a big Lurcher. And yeah, hope our opponent doesn't have more edicts. Pass turn. It would have stopped our Gurmag Angler from dying, I guess, but I just kind of want to keep playing huge creatures. Hoping our opponent doesn't draw Chainer's Edicts. Gonna gain a little bit of life. That's problematic. And they're drawing extra cards. Find Fume Spitter. Okay. So go to combat, attack with Rhizome Lurcher. I'm going to play 2 creatures out here. I'm going to play Shambling Shell and Fume Spitter because I want to try to make it so our opponent is a lot more likely to give us the Monarch. I know it's not a lot better, but playing another massive Rhizome Lurcher is probably fine too. If there's trading off multiple cards a turn trying to kill Rhizome Lurchers, we might be in okay shape. I imagine they hit the 7th land drop for Edict here, though. They're pretty big. These don't have Trample. I wish they did. If they just Edict here, we get to become the Monarch. Yeah. Which is nice. So go to combat. Swing with Lurcher. Become the Monarch. Then we will grapple back Lurcher. Actually, I think we grapple back Angler here. Yeah, grapple back Angler. So he should have tapped all green mana there. A little bit of a punt, but I thought I was getting back something else. And we'll eat everything that isn't a creature. And a creature, apparently. And one more creature. Which creature do we not care about the most? Probably Rhizome Lurcher at this point. We're eating a bunch of creatures. Probably Woodlurker Mimic, actually. So do it like that. Pass turn. 2 lethal threats on board. We're the Monarch. Can you do it? 7 mana. You got it. Gonna gain a bunch of life. Yep. And Edict. Sign in Blood. Okay. Helps our clock out a bit. Woodlurker Mimic. That's interesting. So let's Mimic. And Shambling Shell. Maybe we want to Pulse this turn. Shambling Shell next turn. Because it's lethal. I think that sounds good. So I'm going to Pulse back Sultai Scavenger this turn. Or maybe even Pulse back Angler. Not really sure. Yeah, we wouldn't mind eating an Edict effect here. So I'm actually, yeah, that's a really good point. So I'm gonna run out Shambling Shell. There's Grizzly Salvage, which pumps this up. This is nice. Pretty nice. Nice. And what have you got? Oh yeah, you got a dumb boy. I am the dumb boy now. More tendrils effects. Rager, yep. Is it Gary coming? It's Gary time. Cycles Barrymore. Okay, so no Gary. That's kind of nice. All right, our turn. We draw Terramorphic Expanse. How can we make sure our opponent's dead here? We kind of can't, huh? I think they're trying to get us to overcommit so that they can steal the Monarch back. But we are going to attack with everything because we can still Grizzly Salvage plus play Fume Spitter as a blocker if we have to. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they are going to be able to kill this regardless of our Shamble Shell shenanigans. Okay, so Angler down. Go through to blocks. See how they block. No blocks. Okay, so we will Grizzly Salvage, pump up Woodlurker Mimic. Try to find a creature. Thorn's pretty good, but we don't have the land drop to cast it. So let's get Putrid Leech. We'll plan on getting Thorn back someday. Get in for 7. Play Putrid Leech. And Fume Spitter. Tap land, pass the turn. Draw an extra card. Woof. Come on. I want it so bad. Why not? Keep our Putrid Leech around just in case it's the only lethal threat we have next turn. I don't know if our opponent can burn us for 10 here. That would be trouble. Pestilence, eh? That's interesting. They are at 4. Pestilence X1. Okay. Huh. So if we put one on here, they have to put themselves to 1. At which point... Yeah, so obviously the best option is to put a counter here. I guess I can just pest 2 in response. Or do 2 more. But it's the same result. They go to 1. And they have to gain a lot of life if they're going to kill us. It's going to be 3 mana. Nope. 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 Backing it up. Sure. We go to 7. They're at 1. They do have 4 cards in hand. Pestilence goes away. They didn't wait till end step, which I guess is pretty brutal. We can Crypt Rats them to death anyway, so I'm going to get a Forest here. Do they have a Chainer's Edict? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. They don't have an Edict in the bin. We might hit Crypt Rats, which is probably a decent enough reason to dredge here. What would we be drawing for? Crypt Rats. I don't think we need anything else in the graveyard. I'm going to draw. Shambling Show. We got one anyway. Okay. So... We can't pulse back Angler and play... Oh, yes, we can. So we'll pulse back... Gurmag Angler. Cast Grimog Angler. Jeez, man, get this graveyard bigger or something. Trying to eat non-creature things. Grizzly Salvage. And I think that's it. We'll just eat... probably Woodlicker Mimic. And then... That did not make the graveyard bigger, by the way. That was pretty bad. Pass turn. Draw a card. No dredge. That's a combo. What have you got, opponent? 4 cards in their hand. They play just a million removal spells. Chittering Rat, sure. We can mill that next turn. Get back additional creatures. Gary? Gary. Mm-hmm. All right, opponent passes. Yep. So we are going to dredge. And go to combat. We're going to swing with both. I haven't really figured out what I'm doing this turn yet. I probably should have played one of these. But then they would just die. If they double block, they die. 2 cards in our opponent's hand. All right, they're going to chump like that. So we will go to 7. Get in some damage, kill a Chittering Rats. And then we will pulse back. Probably Grimog Angler again. Yeah, I think so. Pulse back Grimog Angler, gain some life. And Grimfather. And might as well get rid of one of these. Pass turn. Draw a card. No. More Shambling Shells. We have all 4 Shambling Shells in our hand. Chittering Rats, sure. And another Gary? Wow. All right, well, they're staying alive. That's for sure. All right, so I think this turn, we're going to dredge back Shambling Shell. Get rid of the 4th one. Been a grapple. Listen, Pauper Tim, you're not good. Get out. Play another Shambling Shell. And we're going to force some blocks here. That is a lot of Garys, though, man. Like, we might not be able to afford to pump this here, I guess. Sure. Okay. I think I will. Because one more Gary doesn't kill us. All their creatures are going to die. Okay. No dredge. Drew Crypt Rats. We do have a life total lower than theirs, which is problematic for sure. If they can Gary me to death here, I'm going to be so mad. Okay. They could not Gary me to death. That is critical. Okay, so I think they're going to try to Thorn us pretty good. I don't really know what we got to try to get out of their hand. I think we're actually pretty okay main board here. Fume Spitter is not very good against them. So I'll take out some Fume Spitters. They are a creature deck. Just about to call the scoop. Hey guys, we got another game. Put it up on the board. I think I'm gonna bring in another Thorn because I think that's gonna be kind of what part of their plan is. Probably want another Pulse as well, and maybe one Duress. All right, let's hit some early aggression and try to punish our opponent for being on Doomblades. And most of all, let's have a good time, everyone. I think it's been tried now, Garuda. This is not fast at all. Sounds bad. We have one Golgari Rot Farm. This is better. This is a lot better. Okay, so we're gonna bottom Crypt Rats for now. I guess I can just kill this like outright, but it is what it is. All right, we found another untapped land. That's great news. So we'll play Jungle Hollow. That's great news because we're attacking with a 5/6 on turn 3. And opponent going to Kumbaj Witches. Distress. Okay. So they're going to take the Mimic. That's not good. We needed this. Yep. I love the Mimic too. Rhizome Lurcher. Okay, so we'll pick up our Jungle Hollow. And pass. Found our 4-drop. And for some reason, I think a lot when I play this deck. A little awkward. So we're going to play a Shambling Shell. We're going to start dredging. So hopefully if we can get like one good dredge off here, we'll be in good shape. Play a massive Rhizome Lurcher. Pray our opponent doesn't have edicts. Yep. Will you attack? Tradesies. I don't really like... I think you only have the option of like that one, don't you? There's only the one Golgari hybrid 1-drop. Chittering Rats. Okay, so we don't want this Jungle Hollow. So we'll put that on top. Dredge. And we hit a couple creatures, so let's shamble. Hope our opponent does... Or let's Rhizome Lurcher. Hope our opponent does not have an edict. They may. We're on the 5/5 plan now. Okay. That's not a big deal. They revealed their own hand? That's bizarre. Okay. Opponent. It's weird. Oh, brutal. No, I thought about Drown in Filth, but we're like... You start demanding a lot out of your, like, what you're doing with your deck at that point. All right, so play out Terramorphic Expanse. Go to combat, attack with Rhizome Lurcher. We know what our opponent's working with over there, which is kind of convenient. We'll play out Putrid Leech because it can attack through this. Pass the turn. And we're going to shuffle one of these Shambling Shells away when our opponent Chittering Rats here. I think they'll Chittering Rats anyway. Unmake, okay. Sure. I kind of like that. It's some good spice. Yeah, we might hit untap land. So, gonna grab a forest and pass. Crypt Rats, eh? So let's shamble. I don't think I'm in any hurry to get a Crypt Rats down. Go to combat. Attack with Putrid Leech. What's up, Kazakhstan? Come on through. Pay some life. They do have Gary in hand, so we have to be wary of... We gotta be wary of Gary math. Still haven't hit their land drop. Chittering Rats, sure. 4 cards in our opponent's hand. I do not have reason to believe that a land is one of them. Opponent gonna pass. We'll draw Crypt Rats, which isn't going to do it. So I'm going to run out Shambling Shell. Go to combat. We kind of got him up against it here now. I believe my opponent will start blocking. Hey, Type 1, thank you very much, man. Cheers to 1 year indeed. Thank you, thank you. So get in for 4. We could get in for 6 and have lethal on board next turn. But I kind of want to trade off with this. Just kind of turns the Gary math into a nightmare. So our opponent's at 6, with not many creatures on board. And if we draw untap land, we can Crypt Rats for some amount. Ooh. They have Disfigure. Just something. Not going to dredge here. We're looking for black sources. That's pretty good too. All right, go to combat, swing, swing. And if our opponent goes to 2, then we win. I guess I can disfigure. I don't know, disfigure's not very good here. Honestly. Yeah, come on through. All right, so let's pump Putrid Leech. Opponent will disfigure in response, so we will try to fizzle their disfigure. And I think we got him. Hereabouts. So they go to 3. And we will angler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and pass. 5 cards in our opponent's hand, no 3-drops from what I can tell. Oubliette. Okay. What do they snag with that? I think we've got them anyway. Okay, no, we're good. We win. All right, no dredge. We will Putrid Leech, Jungle Hollow, Crypt Rats, and Black. Crypt Rats, X2. Go to combat, and we got him. Cool. All right. So here we go. Match 4. He was in the water. Gotta love him, but we got a mulligan this one. Don't love this one. Oh, this ain't too bad. Woodlurker into pump Woodlurker 100 times. Let's go. Snap it off. Fume Spitter. And we can't play it on turn 1, so I'm gonna bottom it. We want to keep triggering this bad boy if possible. Really? So you're bigger on... This is definitely not Pestilence. I'm a little shaken right now. So Evolving Wilds, we do not want to find more lands if possible. Yep. Uh-oh. I wonder if they're on Noir Flicker. Oh, I know they got a Lightning Bolt, though. Or a Daze. What's coming? They might be on Blitz. What even is sleep? Yeah, that was fun, guys. Just talking about all of our, like, really bad sleep schedules. Okay, we're going to go for Woodlurker Mimic. I'm not sure what they're on, but they might have the answer here. So Woodlurker Mimic is a lot worse than Grizzly Salvage on their end step because we could Gurmag Angler, but who knows? I could be spicing it out. Uh-oh. No, here it comes. It's just better against a lot of other decks. Oh man, they didn't have it. I could just kill it with the trigger on the stack, I guess. Are you guys like alright if our theme song is like Spice Up Your Life by the Spice Girls? Nah, I just forget I mentioned it. Never mind. Okay, so we're gonna Grizzly Salvage. We might hit a Black Source. We should go to combat and attack first, I think. Yes. All right, so they're not going to respond. We'll go Grizzly Salvage. Pump it up. And Black Source? No Black Source. Rot Farm, we definitely do not want. I think with the number of Grizzly Salvages we have in hand, we could definitely wager a Sultai Scavenger here. So hit them for 4. Hopefully. There could be some nonsense on the way. They didn't do anything last turn. I'm getting a little nervous. We want more food in the bin for Gurm Daddy, so we'll go ahead and play Evolving Wilds. When did you guys start talking about mono white elves? What happened? What is going on over here? He was in the water. They're just on like mono mole drifters. All right, let's we'll go to combat. There isn't enough white elves, Jeff. No, there's like one. Somebody started talking about mono white elves, right? Untap Black Source. Yes. Okay, so we'll grab the Black Source, mill a bunch of stuff, hit for 4. And play a land. I think we're going to try to cast 2 Sultai Scavengers here, which is going to make this a lot worse. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that covers us for the Germfather. So it's whether we want to try to resolve 2 actual threats or a Rhizome Lurcher this turn. And I think everybody knows what the correct answer is. So let's go with the actual threats first. We're going to find a counter spell. Oh, Exclude. Exclude is a good spell. All right, so now we got to get rid of a couple creatures, unfortunately. Oh, we don't actually. No, we have exactly enough non-creatures. No, we still got to get rid of one. Okay, we'll get rid of a Crypt Rats. Still a decent-sized Rhizome Lurcher, though. We'll pass. And is the bolts coming? Let the bolts flow. Which is more dangerous? A 3/3 Flyboy or a 4/5 Woodlurker Trouble Girl? Aggro reveals Think Twice. They're hurting for mana here. And they're going to Flame Slash the Scavenger. You got it. We don't have the combo going on here where we cast a bunch of Shamble Shells, but let's keep it in our land drops. It would have been nice to cast both here, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. Rhizome Lurcher. It's a 6/6. What's up, Cytobel? Man, how you doing? Well, we were just talking about sleep. How convenient. All right, Woodlurker Mimic. It's time to go, bud. It's time to eat removal. Time to lightning rod it up. Rhizome Lurcher is a 6/6. I played against a blue-red deck not that long ago. And I resolved the Rhizome Lurcher. I was like, man, it's time. It's time to box here now. And it was very difficult to justify. Sleep is for the weak. Counter magic and removal? 4 mana. What are we going to find here? Devious Cover-Up. Well, I certainly didn't want that to get exiled. That was an affront. But we are attacking for a lot. And we only have 6 mana, so we can't cast our Germfather. We are attacking for lethal, though. Are you guys still talking about mono white elves? Like, would you just please get over it? All right, our opponent is at 6. Can't Germfather here because Devious Cover-Up got us. But hopefully we can swing for lethal this turn. Devious Cover-Up is really good there. Maybe we shouldn't be playing clunky creatures in the Devious Cover-Up meta. Oh, god damn it. Oh, excuse me. If the Maverick Girl's on mono white elves, we're all screwed. There's nothing left for us here. All right, let's go to attacks and attack. No bluffs. All right, new brew challenge. You get exactly one exactly one Drifty Boy emo. Oh, yes. All right. I get it. And do they have a lightning bolt? They do. Okay. So they take 2. We're going to Germ it up. Been intact. 5 cards in our opponent's hand. Wouldn't mind a Shamble Shell. That was tight. That was man, this card's sweet. We gotta find a green-black spell to play around anything here. It's problematic. Oh god, Proteus. Not you too. Guys, stop trolling me with mono white elves. My body is not ready in any capacity. We're gonna get deviously covered up again, aren't we? Counterspell, you got it. Put him to 1. 2 cards. See, Rhizome Lurcher's not that bad when it's triggering the Mystic. They're going to think twice. I don't like Hooting Mandrills. I actually don't think Hooting Mandrills does enough. They're gonna opt. Turn off their fetch lands. So spice. Such spice. Oh, spicy. Such spice. Did they bottom? They bottomed. It's not gonna take much, man. Like, this is just actually dead. 3 mana. Flashes back, think twice. Oh, this is... Come on. Oh, they're gonna kill it. Okay. 3 cards in our opponent's hand. They did a lot of card drawing that turn. Ugh, land. Well. Woodlurker Mimic finally met its untimely end. Why would we cast a land here? Because we might want to try to kill them with Crypt Rats. So, they're at 1. We'll pass. No Sign in Bloods or anything too fancy like that. I'm going to presume he's toying with us. Hey, it felt close. Let's hold on to the land. I don't know what they could think it is, but they might play around it. They're just going to draw like infinite counter magic now. So it's going to make it really difficult for us to win. We draw Grapple. Well, let's just try to win. Grapple with the past. For Crypt Rats. And Crypt Rats? Crypt Rats? Crypt Rats! No, they've got it. They've got it. I'm getting slow rolled. I'm getting slow rolled. Come on. Oh, come on. I'm squirming so bad. 3 cards in hand. They've seen like a million cards. They've got to have something. This deck has like infinite counter magic. Even instant speed removal doesn't do it here, so they have to have counter magic. Oh, it's gonna get devious. That does lock us out of using this again too, which is bad. Oh my god. This is like the only thing your deck plays, like cantrips and counter spells and removal. Terry, stop talking about mono white elves. Oh no. Okay. Come on, turn off auto heals. I just don't know. Terry's being tactical. I know, man. I know. I feel like their deck's slow enough that they gotta play fast. Creatureless Infect? What? What garbage card? Grassland Crusader? Is that a white elf? I need you guys to take me away from the slow roll jitters. Yeah, Creatureless Infect sounds like some spice. Oh yeah. Abso-friggin-lutely. Like, I just... Okay. Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. That would be really weird. This is like an epic slow roll. Like, I'm gonna start having heart palpitations soon. Stop it. Pauper, guys, stop. Oh, fine, okay. So we have 2... we have... Oh, God. Oh, God. Epic slow rolls. It won't let you say Lamau in Moto Chat. That was Lamau. Oh, buddy. Run it back. Run it back. Let's go. Give back Crypt Rats. Yeah, boy can't BM that bad. on. Oh my god. Oh, I'm getting torn up right now. I'm getting torn up. Hypothesizzle. Yep. Crypt Rat's off the top. No dredge. Evolving Wilds. Maybe we should have dredged. Just keep playing Shamble Shells until we win. Alright, well, we'll do some thinning, I guess. Fast turn. Have a great night, Pappy Pauper. It's good to have you, man. Thank you. Have an awesome evening. He who is in the water. Gonna opt. We only have 23 cards left in our library, so we can't really go on the dredge and win that way. What's up, Tullius? Welcome to Canada. Things are about to get pretty weird in the next couple days. Keep getting black mana. 3 cards, and he was in the water's hand. No dredge. Drawing to Crypt Rats. Well, there's Shamble Shell anyway, so we'll just cast that out. But I imagine there's a counter coming. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Spicy Vine Storm. Here it comes. Exclude? Exclude? It's a pretty good spell. We have expedited the decking plan. I can't believe they had that other counter spell. I'm dying, man. I'm dying. That's crazy. Okay. I did get kind of lucky with the multiple grapples and everything, but we have more Crypt Rats, and we don't have that many cards left in our library. We have 1 more Crypt Rats. But we're actually probably dead. We're probably going to deck. We'll deck before this Aggro kills us. Yep. And they have Devious Cover Up to seal the deal. No dredge. Forest. Okay. Pass turn. Stop it. Guys, stop brewing white elves in the chat. This isn't allowed. Mono white elves is looking real weak. They're at 3 now. I mean, we could, I think, you know, there's a non-zero chance. If they draw a counterspell here, there's functionally 0 chance, but okay, whiffs on Augur. That's a start, gang. That's a start. No dredge. Fume Spitter. Yeah, well, I know. Throw it out. Throw it out there. Throw it out there. Why not? Maybe we'll get a counterspell. I guess it gives them something to Devious Cover Up, if that's their prerogative. 10 more turns. Gonna kill Fume Spitter. All right, well, we might as well. I don't even know. I think I F6 there. They only have 3 cards in hand. One of them might not be a counterspell. Land. Sweet. We can find all of those, I guess. Have we found all the lands? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11. No. There's going to be a lot of lands coming, guys. Just prepare for the floods. Here they come. We have 1 Crypt Rats. So if our last Crypt Rats gets countered, then I'll scoop. But until then, by God, we're going to keep playing creatures and trying to win this game. I think Hypothesis will this. Oof. Big oof. Guys. Stop. Should we scoop soon? What do you guys think? This is pretty sweet, though. This is some spice. Jace's erasure. Get out. Augur gets in. 3 cards in our opponent's hand. I'm imagining a counterspell or 2. We find Shamble Shell. Keep playing 3/1s. They're going to see the whole deck, man. Golgari land go. They cover up deviously. We've got 1 more grapple. 1, 2. Yep. No, we don't. We don't have any more grapples. We have pulses. Do we have pulses? 1. So we have a pulse and a Crypt Rats that we could draw into. So keep your eye on those in the graveyard, or keep your eye out for those in the graveyard. There's Pulse. All right. All right. Chances getting slimmer. Man, I'll tell you what, though. That's going to be one big Rhizome Lurcher when it comes down to it. Excludes. And is it Crypt Rats? Gurm Daddy. Okay. All right. Man, exclude Jace's Erasure. Guys, stop. I'm so visibly upset about this friggin' stupid deck. Yes, I will accept the wanting. We've got a Crypt Rats, guys. We got a Crypt. There's hope. There's hope, guys. There's a Crypt Rats in our deck. Gurm Father. They're probably going to counter this. Devious Cover Up. It's a pretty cool spell. It does put them down to one card in hand. So, oh man, but they just have so much counter magic in their deck now. Like, there's just a way higher chance of them drawing answers every turn. Maybe that's probably what they have left in their hand, is counter magic. Stop. I won't stop telling you to stop until you stop. Crypt Rats. Whatever. It is what it is. Last card is Exclude. Okay. And is that Crypt Rats? It's Thorn. Okay. We've got one out, guys. We got an out, okay? We got an out. Another Gurm Father. 7 cards in library. Are we really going to have to do this, guys? Do you really want to do that to me? We're almost dead. I'm drawing to an out here. They've only got 2 cards left in their hand. I feel like they just keep looping into more removal spells, though. Okay, still not Crypt Rats. Still not Crypt Rats. Dang it. We had outs. We had outs. Yep. Yep. All right, I think we're dead. I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna see where the Crypt Rats was, though. Was the last card in our library? We're gonna mill 1 here. They have 4 cards in hand, most of which are interactive counter-based spell magic. This is a cool deck. All right, we're dead. Crypt Rats was the last card in our library. All right. I get it. So Fume Spitter, obviously pretty bad here. We're going to want to bring in probably, Not of the Bone doesn't do anything. I guess we might want to Duress a couple times. So we'll bring in Duresses. And maybe a Wickerburrow Elder for that troublesome enchantment. Thorn of the Black Rose is actually probably pretty good. So I'd rather have Thorn than Wickerburrow Elder. We'll do it like that. See what happens. Go fast on them. You guys ready? Any Sonic fans out there? Obviously. Everyone likes Sonic. Duh. That was cool, though. All right. We would love to go first. God. Deck. Come on, dude. Deck. This isn't any better. But we will keep it. And Angler... I guess we could grapple into an early Angler, so I'm actually going to keep this on top. So we'll Terramorphic Expanse, pass the turn. No, Consume might save one of our threats from one of the removal spells. Most of the removal is damage based, so we want to be able to do stuff about that. I'm going to duress them here just in case they only have 1 hard counter before we try to... Oh yeah, I fetched away the Gurmag Angler. Awesome. Oh god. Okay, I'm going to take Exclude. I've seen riskier. I've seen much, much riskier. You guys ever watch those you know you ever watch those like Train of Thought? Woodlurker Mimic. Hope they didn't draw a red-based removal spell. Pass turn. And now we start attacking for 4. Yep. Tap land. They do have counter magic. We have 4 mana, though. Putrid Leech. Trigger. So we might find a counter spell now. We've seen a couple opts. So the texture of their hand is considerably different. Yep. Go to combat. Attack for 4. We're going to grapple on their end step. Stop. Why haven't you stopped brewing mono white elves yet? This is completely unreasonable, guys. Nice. I think they missed a land drop. Do you guys notice? Come on, Durham-father. What do we return here? What do we return here? We're going to be casting a... We're going to be casting a Rhizome Lurcher in the future. I guess we don't have to do it right now. We give it 2+1/+1 counters. Their hand was Devious Cover-Up, Hypothesis. I'm going to take Woodlurker Mimic. It might give us the opportunity to cast more than one spell next turn. So our turn, there's Shamble Shell. All right, I'm going to cast Shamble Shell because I wouldn't mind it in the bin. So we'll Shamble away. And have we found an Exclude? Exclude is a good card, ladies and gents. Go to combat. Swing with Mimic. If they get us to a point where it's like, what's that word? Not trivial, but you guys know the word. Like, you know, like academic. Is that what people call it? They keep finding land drops. This is problematic. They're gonna opt. Okay. You've been brewing mono white elves this whole time. What do you mean now? Oh, you get me started on some crazy stuff here, man. I'll tell you. Are they gonna? Relic. No mana to crack it though. All right, so we'll get rid of Terramorphic Expanse. Turn comes back. Dredge Shell. Get some stuff in the bin and big ol' Rhizome Lurcher. Not that big, honestly. It's +2/+2. It's a 4/4. But hey, I'm not above it. Attack for 4. Threatening 8 damage next turn. Terry putting up big money for this one. Here come the hypothesical blowouts. I may dredge a Shamble Shell. Can't really decide. I don't think so. We'll draw. Putrid Leech. That's pretty good. So let's Mimic. Trigger Mimic. Oh, I always dreamed of being somebody's actual Germ daddy, though. And counter magic, counter magic, counter magic. So we've seen this. We've seen the island. He who is in the water going to put some counter magic back in the deck. We'll play Putrid Leech, go to combat, attack for 4. Hold. We got lethal on board, guys. They do have Hypothesisil in hand. Hypothesisil might be the one that wins in the game here. 5 cards, not a lot of which we've seen. Sizzle kills either of our creatures. They're going to do it now. You got it. I guess they could kill both. If they find, like, I don't know, something. Rip in pieces, Rhizome Lurcher. But I think we're going to find out, or we're going to be able to put them to 1, and then we just have to resolve a Crypt Rats to win. Yep. Taps Relic. Okay. Cracks Relic. Okay. I didn't really have any better options. My only other option was... Ooh. Oh, I think we got him. All right, let's go to combat. Swing with Putrid Leech. Turn off auto yields. Switch to OK mode. Pay 2 life. Get in for 4. Put him to 2. Crypt Rats. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Woo! What? Are you kidding me? Like, you're still talking about... I'm done. I'm not even going to talk to you guys about it anymore. You made this choice. All right, we got him. On the play. We beat Devious Cover Up. Good games, though. It was a good game. It was close. We gotta go faster. We gotta go much faster. All right, this hand's actually pretty bad. Not only is it very slow, but it doesn't really do anything. I guess actually Grapple will help us find stuff to cast for this. So as long as it doesn't get removed right away, we might be okay. He Who Is in the Water on 7. Got him, coach. We got him. Getting him intensifies. Rhizome Lurcher is the draw. Nice. Okay, well, I mean, if you're not brewing mono white elves, then I can live with that. So our opponent is well aware of how powerful the 2-drops are. They are a counterspell deck. So let's find out what their hand looks like. Play another tap land next turn. This doesn't really do anything until it's big. So let's duress. They might counter duress. Yeah, you got it. And I think we'll fetch here. We've found our 4 lands. That's pretty much all the lands we want. And we'll see what they're working with. Yep. Augur. If it finds a removal spell, I might just not play this. Devious Cover Up. Okay. Well, reasons why I want to play it now. Boiler's picks up a land. Safehold Elite's a really cool card. I'm gonna get black mana here because Crypt Rats. And we find more black mana. Okay. So play a land, play Mimic. Pass turn. I do not want to play a little baby Lurcher next turn. Even a little bit. All right, so it looks like they're going to cover something up deviously here. So I think we want to grapple with the past. Start filling up the bin. See if this is a devious cover-up. No devious cover-up. So we will unfortunately be taking Gurmag Angler here. Right, unfortunately. That's the ticket. Play a land. Play Woodlurker Mimic. Trigger this Woodlurker Mimic. See if they want to counter that. They know we took Gurmag Angler. So they might just not. Like it's a 1-1. Or it's a 2-1. Dies to a whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna let it go. We'll go to combat and swing with Mimic. And pass. And hopefully just begin playing enormous creatures from here on out. They're going to think twice. And think twice. So they're going to change their hand up a little bit. We know they're on devious cover-up, so we have to be wary of that. But we're pretty much running this out next turn almost regardless, just as a 2-2 to pump these. So we gotta hope they don't have Electrickery plus Counterspell for next turn. Although they are... although they may. Yep, Flame Slash hits a Mimic. And they're leaving up Devious Cover-Up. Okay. We draw Grizzly Salvage. That's a great draw. All right, so let's... Grizzly Salvage. It's just more cards in the bin. And see if we can find another Dredge threat. I will take... or another Delve threat. Oh, there's Crypt Rats. Oh. And there's also Sultai Scavenger. Let's take Scavenger. Or do I even just take Swamp here? No. Let's take Scavenger. Start filling up the bin. Play Jungle Hollow. Go to combat. Attack for 4. Oh, nice. Yeah, we're time zone buds. So this devious cover up, we would rather Scavenger get hit by it. So we will play out Scavenger. And play out Angler. I think they know that. We got rid of a creature too. We'll leave the Crypt Rats in there. And here comes cover up. Yep. All right. You got us. Turn goes back to our opponent. I think they probably have removal magic for this. Five mana. Hypothesis. Not bad, man. Not bad. So down goes Sultai Scavenger. Sure. Rhizome Lurcher significantly worse against Hypothesis. Putrid Leech a lot better. So let's grapple with the past. We will get back Crypt Rats. I'd much rather be holding on to it. We'll play Putrid Leech, trigger Mimic, go to combat, attack for 4. Does the blocking begin? No blocks. They're going to go to 9. Okay. They might be able to deal with our entire board next turn, so I can't feel too confident just yet. Another Augur. Okay, sure. We'll see what Augur finds them. 4 mana. So they're probably playing a little scared of Crypt Rats here. Flame Slash. Okay. That'll do the dirty to either of these. I believe it will do the dirty to Putrid Leech. Yep. You got it. Pretty hard signal on another cover up. We draw Crypt Rats. So let's hold on. Yeah. Let's Rise the Lurcher. Rhizome del Lurcho, which is a 5/5. Pump Lurker. I don't really like Satyr Wayfinder too much. I think it's just like, I think it doesn't do anything. I know it helps you find lands and stuff like that, but I think it's just not good enough. Like, it just doesn't do enough. You know what I mean? They're going to block. All right, block her down. Crypt Rats in hand. Opponent probably going to do some cantripping. Here come the cantrips. Ops. All right. Yeah, like I'm not a very big fan of Satyr Wayfinder. I think Satyr Wayfinder sees play in modern graveyard decks because they can do more powerful things with their graveyard than like cast a Gurmag Angler. And I honestly wasn't expecting to have to play around edicts at any point. Really. I think it's better in those situations. So it's going to be awkward trying to find any way to make them tap inefficiently so that we can use Crypt Rats to win the game, but that is the hole we've dug ourselves. All right, opponent comes to end step. I don't think there's any reason to do that right now. So let's go to combat, attack with Rhizome Lurcher. See what they want to do. They might have a Hypothesis here. That is a definite possibility. If they do, we don't really know what we're looking for with Grizzly Salvage. Probably a Delve threat. Oh, I took a Woodlurker Mimic. Good. Nervous clicking, gang. Put a bunch of good stuff in the bin. Let the dredging begin. Hypothesis. Okay, so down goes Rhizome Lurcher. Yep. That was a punt, by the way. All right, Lightning Bolt takes down the Mimic. You got it. Yep. So let's dredge back a Shambling Shell. Play Shambling Shell. Ooh, they have the counters. Okay, here come the counters. There are elves in every color. Cool. I'm gonna think twice, get it exiled, cycle Ash Barrens, which keep F6ing. I don't think playing X3s into counter magic is gonna do it. I think we're gonna go back on the try to hit as many land drops for these Crypt Rats as possible plan. Last turn. But they never have to tap that low. I think they can just like accumulate counter spells in their hand until it doesn't matter. That might not have been too big of a punt. Oh, what was that? Was that Capsize? Oh my god. All right. Thorn? They are going to counter Thorn. Okay. They might be able to. It kind of sucks that they like disconnected. I don't think that's completely fair to them. And Capsize, yep. I think they might be able to. We only have 22 cards in our library, and they play pretty quick. We might see 22 turns of magic just now. There's Gurmfather. 2 cards in our opponent's hand. Capsize is one of them. Gurmag Angler. Pulse of Marasa, consume strength. Here comes Gurmfather. Pass the turn. Bunch of mana, gonna capsize Gurmfather. Yep. Bunch of mana, gonna capsize the land. You're being whelmed. All right, Swiftwater Cliffs. No dredge. Play Jungle Hollow. Play Gurmfather. And pass turn. So I think we'll do this dance for a second. Yep. Until I guess they find an answer for it. Or start trying to kill us. We can only Crypt Rats X3 here. All right, land. All right, so I think we have to start Crypt Ratsing. 1, 2, 3. Crypt Rats. 3 cards in our opponent's hand. Exclude is one of them. They let it resolve. All right, pass turn. Or, yeah, pass turn. Crypt Rats X4. I believe they're going to wait for the Crypt Rats that's going to kill them. Capsize Augur. Yep. Well, that is going to draw them some extra cards. Augur. Exclude in our opponent's hand. And counterspell. This is getting to be a little bit more touchy than I'd like it to be. Saltai Scavenger. Okay, well, at least we have more stuff to do with our black mana this turn. So let's play a couple threats. Because we know... no, let's okay. I think this is what we have to do. Try to play Crypt Rats. They're going to counter. Yep. Then we will try to Saltai Scavenger. At this point, it's pretty inconsequential. Yeah. Like this. They let it go. Because they can capsize it, and they might counterspell the Gurmag Angler. But they also may not. They can keep capsizing our creatures, so it's not a huge issue. Oh, they can bolt that. Okay. Yep. We're just trying to keep the pressure off our lands so that we can maybe win with the... maybe win with a Crypt Rat someday. Yep. Here comes Augur. And nope. No dredge. Play a land. Pass a turn. We will try to, or actually. Yeah. Because we are going to try to grapple on their end step. But I think a land's getting bounced here too, which isn't ideal. Yep. Probably should have tried to grapple there. Definitely should have tried to grapple there. And I guess I had the counterspell for the rats. Relic, definitely should have tried to grapple there. Sacks Relic, draws a card. Yep. All right, gang. Drawn to that one-off Crypt Rats again. Oh no, all of our Crypt Rats are in the bin or exiled. All right, they got us. I'm not going to take them to time. Like, I don't think I should. They disconnected. They're a viewer of mine. I don't think that's fair. I think we could win that way. What do you guys think? Should we scoop it up for... Should we scoop it up for He Was in the Water? It's up to you guys. And then it's like, then it's your fault. They might just win still. Like, I'm not saying that they won't. They made good time here. All right, Shamble Shell. Okay, so tap this. Rot Farm. Pick this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Angler. Here's a counterspell. Exclude. Okay. So drawing cards now. No capsizes. Okay. Augur. I don't know. That seems like kind of a jerk thing to do. 2 counterspells in hand. I think, like, I don't know. Like, I actually think it's kind of, like, scummy at this point. Like, they would win. I guess we could, like, try to play it out. They can just bounce our anglers for the rest of our lives. They're going to deviously cover up the angler. You got it. So let's try to Shamble Shell. Try to turn this grapple into something useful. They're going to counter. Okay. So we've seen both counter spells. Yep. Yep. Jace's Erasure will get it. It will get them the win. And no dredge. Grapple. Probably not the best move, honestly. Get Kermog Angler. Play Gurmag Angler. Pass the turn. 10 cards in library. Gurmag Angler is countered. There's a chance. There's a chance, gang. If they find Jace's Erasure, we're dead. Yep. Gonna attack for 2. Yep. No dredge. We find Thorn. Which, honestly, I'm just not gonna play. Thorn earlier might have been okay, but Thorn now is not going to go. Dredge to help him out a bit? I did do that at one point, I think. I don't really know. Leech. Go, Leech, go. You can do it, bud. They're going to deviously cover it up. Yep. I guess that lets them put Lightning Bolt back in their deck. We're at 9. I don't know. They kind of had us beat on all angles. No dredge. I guess. Try to take a burn spell. Devious cover up. Sure. Pass turn. For what it's worth. Although we could still be, like, I don't know. I feel like a jerk. I don't need the ticks that bad. I kind of want them to 5-0. All right. We'll just pass it over. No head games. Can you kill us? Do they have a bolt? 7 seconds. Augur. Are they going to find bolt? Opts. Ah! I am trying to figure out how I feel about whether I should have scooped last match or not. That was probably pretty brutal. Oh, God. Okay, if you guys are back on mono white elves, I'm getting into this match. So I don't think I can keep this. I think we have so little chance of casting so many of these spells. Grapple with the Past will help us get started, like maybe one early Gurmag Angler, but we'll have to hit like multiple Grizzly. Well, you know what? No, we're all 2-drops. I'm keeping this. I'm keeping this. Oh, God. Oh, God, please no. Boggles. Boggles. Is it Boggles? Slivers. Okay. Well, what's going to be bigger, our Rhizome Lurchers or our opponent's Slivers? I guess we're going to find out, huh? All right, play a land. Pass the turn. We're gonna grapple with the past. God, guys, stop. Stop with the mono white elves. It's Slivers. We're going to get our payback for last night. Here comes Karma. The Karma beats. Yep. We'll grapple. And unfortunately, we're probably having a Gurmag Angler to... yeah, so we're not going to take anything. And we'll pass. We're just going to get rid of it all for a Gurmfather. Oh, I feel so dirty. Brewing mono black elves, get out. I'm glad you're going. All right, Sinew Sliver comes down. Yep, in comes Muscle Sliver. And we're just going to play 5/5 and hope it's enough. To at least buy us some time to make a huge one of these. And I don't know if like Crypt Rats will ever matter at some point, but hopefully it does. So play Gurm Daddy. Hopefully shut their attacks down for a turn. And pass. The rest of our hand isn't really shaping up very well at all. Rhizome Lurcher is probably going to become a chump blocker in the near future. Sliverlord. One more Sliverlord. Will they attack? They might have a pump spell. Mutagenic Growth is kind of a blowout here, but if they have Mutagenic Growth, then whatever. And block the Grandfather. Pump spell. Unmatched Savagery. Yep. Kicked Vines. Well, I'd rather Kicked Vines happen now, I guess. We're also at 14, though. All right, play a land and play the saddest Rhizome Lurcher you ever saw as a chump blocker. And pass. You guys are looking for whole format domination now? That's a little greedy, isn't it? And Kicked Vines. Man, they had all the lords. They're showing us why. They're showing us why it's green-white. Yep. So pretty much nothing gets us out of this here. We have 6 mana for a Sultai Scavenger, but it's just a blocker, so we'll scoop. All right, what do we have against Slivers? Moment's Peace is probably okay. I guess. Probably just Doomblades. Bring in Doomblades. Take out Thorn. Take out... Fume Spitter isn't... No, Fume Spitter's pretty bad. Take out Fume Spitter. And maybe a Moment's Peace for... Consume Strength could be okay, but it's too slow. So maybe a Moment's Peace for Consume Strength and... I think that's all I'm going to do. Knot of the Bone's probably okay. But I don't know what I would take out for it. Maybe Pulse for Gnaw. And we'll try it like that. All right. We get to go first. We can't keep this hand. This hand's super duper bad. Not like this. Okay. We put our green source on top and say go. Yeah, consuming strength. I don't really know. I think they're just so much better in combat than us. I guess we could have just taken out like a creature. Like their creatures just outclass ours by so much. So we will get to play Gurmag Angler next turn. We got that going for us. And Sliverlord. Sliverlord. Here they come. And what did I draw? Rhizome Lurcher. All right, well, that might make this Grizzly Salvage a little bit better. So Grizzly Salvage. And can we even Gurm Angler? We can't, right? So if we put 5, this will be 6, and that'll be 7. I'm a little tempted to just take Sultai Scavenger here and start dredging. But I think we have to play Gurmag Angler this turn. And just stop them from attacking. So I'm going to put them all in. And dredge them all away. And pass the turn. A 150 elves at common. Yes, man. Saddest Rhizome Lurcher. If we could just get one more Grizzly Salvage, I'd be feeling pretty good about it. Another Lord, okay. They still can't attack, which is nice. We draw Doomblade, okay. I think that's reason enough to just pass. This is so bad. Maybe not. It's still a 2-2. Vanilla 2-2 Rhizome Lurcher. We haven't played this mode yet, but blockers are blockers. Pass the turn. We can buy it back someday. It'll serve its purpose well enough. And we'll see what our opponent's kind of play looks here. Oh, with green in the cost, so it can be multicolored and stuff like that. That's pretty much cheating. Our opponent is on Lead the Stampede. That's pretty good. See what they found. Just one? Well, thank God. All right, and they're tapped out, which I can get behind. We can't attack here, though. It's really hard to beat Lead the Stampede, even 1-for-1-ing your opponent. There's Grapple. We might as well Grapple here. In case we hit nothing but lands and we want to make a line drop. Crypt Rats is pretty great. So I'll take Crypt Rats. And pass the turn. Doomblade up. Gonna have to have a pretty weird combat next turn for this Crypt Rats to be extra special, but I could like... There are 161 total. Man, I don't know anything about elf science, okay? Alright, there's another Lord. That makes things real tough. And... First strike, Lord. 1 white mana remains. Still can't attack into this Gurmag Angler, though. I don't know which one we kill. They might be trying for like the go wide kill here. I think we have to kill a Lord on their end step. And then try to wipe the board with Crypt Rats in like a couple of turns. They're not going to kill it with anything. So, okay. This is weird. Sure. You're so deep in the cabbage. So block like this, and we'll Doomblade this. Yep, take 2 poison. Slivers are now just X3s. So problematic, but not completely insurmountable. Opponent passes. And untap black mana would be ideal. Just another Crypt Rats is fine. So we'll play Crypt Rats and pass. We are on the kill them with Grandfather plan. P.S. I guess our opponent won't commit anything else into the board, but we do have additional Crypt Rats. Just one. And then we can start gnawing bones and stuff. We're going to give up Rhizome Lurcher for the cause here. But they don't really have any good attacks. I guess I could attack with this. And this. Journey. Okay. You got it. On what, though? Grandfather. Okay. So I guess our opponent wants to start over. Gonna get him for 3 poison here. Put us to 6 poison. That's a pretty good draw for them. All right. So we'll go to blocks. Block like this. And Crypt Rats X3 puts us like real low on life too. So this Knot of the Bone, gonna have to do a lot of work. All right, turn comes back. We're gonna do this while they're completely tapped out, just so that we don't have to worry about it. Crypt Rats X3, Wrath the board. And we'll sack this right away, might as well. Can I get some more black mana? Maybe we should get green mana. Yeah, I'm gonna get green mana. And pass. No little slips tonight. Big Papa Germs. Germ Daddy, man. He's the guy. Gotta be looking out. I'm not gonna play the Crypt Rats yet. I'm going to Knot of the Bone on their end step, most likely. And maybe Knot of the Bone twice. 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures in the bin. So we're going to gain 8. I was thinking about Knot of the Bone twice in the same turn, I guess, if it was necessary. I'm just going to go to attacks. Kicked Vines, does it still kill us here? No, Kicked Vines doesn't kill us here. Going to go to 1, I guess. And let's Knot of the Bone. No counters, opponent. No counters. I wonder why they didn't play anything there. Like, what could they have? Knot of the Bone. Gain some more life. Up to 17. 6 poison, though. Grandfather. Okay. So now we will... Crypt Rats. Actually, let's just play Gurmag Angler. They might have Journey to Nowhere in hand. So that's kind of weird. But we have a ton of life now. So I'm just going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Gurmag Angler. Terramorphic. Yeah. If they have another Journey, then they have another Journey. I really don't want them to know that we have this. That's like worst case Ontario. They cycle Tranquil Ticket. Yep. And next turn we can start attacking. Maybe we can't actually. Kind of got us dead on poison. We draw land. Okay. So I think it's time to cash in our last Crypt Rats and try to kill our opponent with a Gurmag Angler. Hey, scoop it up. Sweet. So you guys think Consume Strength should still be... Did I say worst case Ontario? You guys always get me when I Canada that hard. Yeah, so what do you guys think? So could Pulses come back in maybe? We're on the draw again. Consume Strength... We just gotta find a bunch of Crypt Rats. I think Pulse is better than Gnaw, because we can just buy Crypt Rats back. Although 1 Gnaw was pretty good there. I think Consume Strength is too slow. It's all water under the fridge. You have to pronounce jalapeno jalapeno or not. You didn't do it. You didn't make it. So I think Fume Spitters are actually the cut. I think Fume Spitters are pretty bad. Maybe I'll take out the 3rd Pulse. And maybe I'll take out the Moments piece for a Knot of the Bone. I'd like to draw a Gnaw and I'd like to draw a Pulse. I don't want to draw 3 Pulses. Good night, Terry. Thank you very, very much for hanging out, man. It's been sweet. All right, we got a Pulse to help us out. We got a Grapple to power out the Gurmfather, and we got a Consume Strength to kill a Sliver. So let's do it. On the draw. Against Slivers. 50-50 on the win-loss. Can we get there? This is pretty slow. I might even want to play tap lands for the first 2 turns. They might only have like 1 Lord that matters. They thought about that hand for a minute. So if I can kill the 1 Lord that matters, and then Tranquil Ticket. Okay. We'll see. Maybe we'll draw an untap land. I won't have to decide. So we'll play Jungle Hollow, pass the turn. I think everybody saw just how good early Gurm Daddy was. So it probably is Grapple. Virulent Sliver. Yep. And Plated Sliver. Okay. Actually, I'm going to fetch here. I'm going to go fetch for black mana, just in case Consume Strength can kill something that matters. Even though I'm less convinced that it will. We also don't want to draw any more lands. Get Consume Strength to prove us wrong. I wish. Ugh. Heck. We're going to have to find a lot of removal real quick. We're going to start picking this apart. Yep. Opponent gets in for 4. 2 poison. And we'll go ahead and fetch here. They're tapped out. Black mana. Turn comes back. Forest. Okay, so play Forest. Grapple with the past. Still can't Gurm Daddy. Can't cast any of these creatures neither. I think Putrid Leech is probably our best bet. Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. So we still can't cast Gurmag Angler. So we'll do it like that. I'm going to take about 1,000 beats here. Kind of hoping for a Crypt Rats, but... This is tough. This might be the first one to go. It's going to have to be. Opponent plays a tap land, 4 cards in hand. More big ol' Sliver guys. Another Virulent Sliver would just be savagery. Alright, so opponent gets in for 3 poison. We go to 5 poison. Threatening 4 poison next turn. Alright, so let's play a couple of decent-ish blockers. Play black mana. Play... Whoop. We can't play 2 blockers. Alright, play Gurmag Angler. Yeah, stacking Poisonous is a nightmare. And could just kill us next turn. So we'll see if they want to risk into... Oh, they have Journey. Come on. Come on, opponent. The answers. We're going to go to 1 poison damage left to give. And we're probably just dead. Well, sometimes you get slived. Yeah. I don't think we're going to make it, guys. I don't think we're going to make it. Yeah, Crypt Rats could have done it maybe like a minute ago, but we're just dead now. Could play Putrid Leech and Consume Strength something, I guess. Maybe they won't play around it. Who knows? Maybe they won't attack with everything. So I'm gonna go for it. Why not? How deep was the Crypt Rats? Yeah, the Moment's Pieces might have been a better choice than the Pulses. We're dead in so many ways here. I want to make them at least think about it. They got us. Okay. We are big time dead. So that's it. Green-white Slivers. Just under 50% on the night. 3 losses, 2 wins. one kind of skeety one against he was in the water. I still feel kind of bad about that. I love you, man. I don't know if you'll hear this, but